I've got such an exciting video today. We are going to talk about how this guy has created a business from YouTube and how on earth he is making $1 grand a day. It's all coming up next.
Veena V.
Hey, it's Veena V and I'm obsessed with helping you to get confident in front of the camera and getting started on social media. Today, I am so excited. We've got such a special guest. I am literally in awe of you.
Yeah.
He's called Phil Harris. He teaches DJing on his YouTube channel. Before we get into this and all your tips and tricks on how you've actually created a business from your channel, who exactly are you and what do you do?
So my name is Phil Harris, you just said that, and I have a channel where I teach people how to DJ and how to make dance music. So I do a couple of things, but that's everything to do with YouTube. And then what I do as well is I sell courses off the back of my YouTube channel. And the courses then teach people more about DJing and more about producing music.
Wow.
So I kind of give them snippets on YouTube and then I redirect them to a website where I sell further courses.
Now, me and Phil, we're in this same coaching program. And when you were talking to us yesterday in the mastermind, you know when you just feel like, why did I not do this before? Like, why? And this is why everything I'm learning, I want to pass it on to you. So if you are at that beginning stage of YouTube, or maybe you're like me and you've been doing it for a few years now, this is why I wanted to bring Phil in, because how have you started this? And you've done it in such a short space of time. I think you're on a year and a half on YouTube.
So a year and a half, maybe coming up to 2 years.
And you're already at 70,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
A hell lot of views.
Yeah, it's about 400 to 500,000 views a month.
Wow, and you've obviously created a business from that. So from the get-go, a lot of people, they start on YouTube and they're just putting out videos. They've got no real strategy. So when you started, did you actually have your strategy from the offset?
Yeah, I had a business where I did wedding DJing. And I also kind of sent other DJs out to do weddings, right? And I made a YouTube video to try and help boost my website's ranking on Google organically. So what I did was I created this video, put it up on YouTube, and the video was your first 10 minutes on DJ decks. It was for my website, it wasn't for YouTube.
Right.
Then nothing happened, I put it up just like everyone else, it got 5 views, did nothing for 6 months, and I was just like, what a waste of time.
That's still 5 people, let me just add in.
Yeah.
5 views is still 5 people.
That was me, my mum, me again, and my wife, that was it. And then we were on holiday a couple of months later, and I was getting all these emails through, and I was like, what is this? I looked, and the video had 20,000 views.
Wow.
So that was kind of like, that's a lucky little thing for me that the first video I did really well.
But I'm going to stop you there because I know so many of my subscribers, they have been on YouTube for ages and they have put out multiple videos. Looking back in that video, was there anything that you feel did give you that boost? Because that, again, is quite rare for someone to put one video up and it to do so well.
Yeah. And the other thing I want to tell your viewers as well is that one video that did do really well isn't the thing that got me where I am now. It was a million other things, and it was and we'll get into it, I'm sure, later in the interview. But like, don't worry if your first video, your first 10 videos, your first 20 videos don't do well, because those weren't the things that got me to the 70,000 subscribers and all these views, okay? But that's just the story of how I got there. And the thing I want to tell you guys is, as soon as I knew there was something with YouTube, and I was like, oh, I could do something with this, I got a business in place straight away. So I went away and I filmed a little DJ course. I was like, right, so what I'm going to do is one video every single week, and at the end of that video, I'm going to pitch my DJ course. So right from the start, I was pitching this course, right? Now that's really important for you guys to do, because what you don't want is one of your videos to go viral or do really well, and you won't know why it is. You won't be able to work out why that one video did as well as it did. But what you don't want is that one video to get 20,000, 30,000, 100,000 views, and you weren't telling the people anything about it. So you weren't redirecting them anywhere.
And that's a mistake I made.
Yeah, exactly,
I feel one of my videos, I think, it's got 300,000 views, and it's nothing, it's just there.
Yeah.
It looks great for vanity and being like, oh, I have a video that has this many views, but for my business, it actually does not move the needle at all. Like, at all.
Yeah.
So I think...
So you want to... So yeah, 100%. You want to have something. You know, even if you're like, I know I'm going to do this business. You know, you go and get the domain, which is like the www dot, right? You go and get that thing, and you just start sending people to this domain, even if it's empty, even if you've got a page that says website coming soon. And you can track how many people go to this website. And if you're like, oh my gosh, 20 people are going to this website every month. Oh my God, there's 100 people going to this website. Then you can go, now I know there's something, I'm going to go and make something to sell, right? You know?
And even on that step as well, it's like just put together like a free PDF for something. So at least people, like those 20 people that are going to go, at least some of them may opt in. So then you've got their email address. Again,
even better.
A massive thing that I did not do from the start is just send people somewhere. So you get their email address and you can just communicate with them in a different way.
Yeah.
Because
and by the way, you know, it doesn't have to be a PDF, which some people might be like, oh, I don't want to go and edit this. Make a video.
Yeah.
Make a free video, which is like you're going to give people 7 points that's going to really help them do the thing you're telling them about, and say, guys, I got this free training on my website. You know, you don't have to do anything, just go, you can go and watch it now. And they go, they opt in, they get the video, and you get their email address. So when you do start selling stuff, you can send them stuff.
And look what I'm doing on my YouTube channel right now. I'm doing this video on my phone. On my phone. You don't have to go and get a DSLR. Just do it on your phone and put it on that landing page as well.
Yeah.
There's so many, I think what I've learned as well is just keep things simple. The more simple you can keep things, the more you can just, you're more likely to take action quicker then as well.
What's way more important than the camera you use is the lighting. So you can get, these cameras are good enough quality, but we're literally sitting, you can't see this.
I'll do a behind the scenes, I'll pan it over. But
this is a bar and it's got amazing lighting, so you guys can see us really nicely. But like, even if I got my phone out and you had like a second phone, and you know, like, check this out. Even if I just, is that way there? Let me just show you guys this, okay? You know, like, even
exactly.
that, if I was in a dark room, this is quite a light surface anyway, but looks more professional, right? This is the kind of thing you have to be thinking. Even if you get a second phone, even if you get like a torch, you can go on Amazon, you can buy amazing lighting things for $10 and just stick it on your desk and point it over your face. So people have got good lighting. Good lighting. And
I'm laughing. Whatever you do, don't do a video like I'm doing when there's loads of people behind us, like just looking. If you're doing a video, like really, we should have sat somewhere else where there's people not. But you know, all these tips come over time, and just the main message here is get your phone and start recording.
Yeah.
But let's get onto this growth then of your channel. And for me, I always try and, I would still do those videos on how to get more subscribers and views. But again, with this channel now, I want you to know that you can create a business like Phil has done from his YouTube channel. So most of your traffic to your course, and it's a $37 course for DJing, that you're predominantly just selling that through your YouTube channell and YouTube ads. Is that correct?
That's it. Yeah, I don't advertise anywhere else. Yeah, I do plan on doing it, but not at the moment.
And you're like, you're just keeping it simple.
Yeah, it is just simple, and it is just nothing complicated. I mean, you know, it's what you guys want to achieve. If what you guys want is, actually, it doesn't matter whether what you want is a business, whether you want a huge YouTube channel, whether you want to have a voice, whatever it is. The only thing, and mark my words on this, the only thing that's going to stand between you and having that thing is consistently putting stuff out. Because 99% of people will put one video out and it didn't work. I put 2 videos, 5 people. Some people get to 20 videos and go, I did 20 videos, it didn't work. Well, you know, you go and look at the guys who have got millions of subscribers. You go and look at all the people you aspire to be. And you just look at how many videos they put out. And then say, I'll do as many videos that they have done. And if I still don't have as much luck as them, by that point, then I'll give up. Because I guarantee you, by that point, you're going to have a couple of 100,000 subscribers. I'm still doing it myself, you know. You just have to keep going. And if you want to get there quicker, do 2 a week. You want to get there quicker, do 3 a week, do 4 a week. You know?
And I think that's such a key point, is consistency and just that power of showing up. It takes, sometimes you don't want to do it, but just do it. Just do it, because again, like Phil, he could have given up after 20 videos. I get some people like, oh, Veena, I've uploaded 10 videos and it's not working. I'm like, but you've only done 10 videos. How are you supposed to know what works and what doesn't? This channel myself, it started off as I've done the most random videos on this channel. And it's when I started doing tutorials, YouTube tips and reviews of cameras. That's when I was like, oh. So, but imagine if I stopped.
Exactly.
You're not going to know. And I love the point that Phil said as well about it might take you 100 videos. And I really want to emphasize that point. It may take you 100 100 videos to get to the point that you want to get to, isn't it?
And guys, this applies to everything in life. It really does. I mean, I think this, like, what I eventually want to do is become a full-on DJ, where I'd like, you know, the next big superstar DJ.
And you saw him here first.
Yeah, and the big difference, right, between where I am now and me making it as a big DJ is how many tracks have I made? I've made 20, 30, 40 tracks. Well, I make 200 tracks. And then I'll see where I am. I can't judge my success by the first 20. I make 200, I've got to make 300. The guys who make it and the guys who don't are the ones who persist and keep going, you know, and they're like a bulldog determination to get it done. And it kind of just comes down to that. That's it, guys. That is literally it for everything in life, you know?
No, it's so true. It is that mentality of never giving up, taking action.
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes for a lot of people, like I take it for granted. I was talking to this with some other guys yesterday, is that not a lot of people are built in the way of failing fast. Not a lot of people, I don't care what people think. I don't compare myself to anyone. I just literally keep going. And I think what Phil has done as well is that when he's going to start doing more and more music, he's got a business in place now.
Yeah.
That's really kind of automated as well, to the point where...
And actually, sorry to interrupt you, but what I will say is, you just said something that I think is really vital here, because I say it all the time as well. I don't care what people think, and you just said it. The truth is, guys, just so you know, we absolutely care what people think, but we keep doing it because we have a vision of where we want to be, and you have to be able to compartmentalize.
That's true.
This is where I want to go, and yes, there's going to be people who think I'm stupid, yes, there's going to be people who are going to judge me, and yes, that's going to happen, but it's about being aware that that is going to happen and continue doing it because you want it that badly. We care what people think. I promise you, we probably care more than most people care about what people think. But the reality is, we want this thing to work. We want to push. We want to have a voice. We want to tell you guys stuff. We want to teach. We want to move forward. And to do that, we have to accept that there's going to be times where we look silly on the camera. We don't look amazing on the camera. We're worried that we have weird voices. We're worried about this, that, and the other. You know, like, so that's a really important thing for you guys out there who are feeling quite insecure, because I can tell you now, you can go ahead and tell yourself you're going to do this, and we all know this feeling, right? As soon as that red light is flashing in your face, it's like a rabbit in the headlights, and you feel like, oh my God, all my friends are going to see this, my family are going to watch this, my friends from school are going to watch me, and those are the thoughts in our head. But really, guys, you've got to get those, you've got to be able to compartmentalize those thoughts.
That is such a good point. And I also think it's about focusing on your goal and your outcome. Even with this video, I don't particularly like, this is really weird, but I don't particularly like doing videos out in public. I get really self-conscious. Oh my God, there's people walking behind us, there's people looking at us. To the point where Phil said about, we do care, is that, I'm a bit like, oh my God, like what are these people thinking? But because I'm focusing on you, giving you the value and building my business, I'm focusing on the outcome of it.
Yeah,
so all the things that I might care about, it does just go away.
Yeah. Guys, I want to give you another really, really important analogy, and I want you to remember this throughout your entire lives, okay? When aeroplanes can run on this thing called autopilot, we've all heard of it, right? It comes from aeroplanes, where the pilot can literally set the plane on course, and it goes towards the direction. But did you know flights on autopilot are only going in the right direction 5% of the time? What happens is the flight will go off slightly because of wind or whatever, and as soon as the flight goes off by about 5% like this, an automatic thing in the flight will redirect it and it'll go back. But it's kind of secretly zigzagging, right? It's never going completely towards the direction it's going, it's zigzagging. Now, what you guys need to be able to do in anything you do in your life is just go in the direction, and you'll notice you go 5% off. We all go 5% off. Sometimes we go 10% off.
Sometimes a lot more than that.
But the people who make it to their destination are the ones who go, wait, this is not the direction of where I need to be going, and they redirect themselves. What so many people do in life is they think they want to go over here. I'm going to New York, from London to New York, and they go 5% off and they get distracted. And then they go down a slightly different route, and then they get distracted, and they go in a slightly different route. And in 2-3 years' time, they've done a loop. And they're wondering how they're back at that same place they were 5 years ago when they set themselves all these goals, because they never corrected themselves when they began to go off in the first place. You need to be able to catch yourself, whether it's weight loss, whether it's getting more money, whether it's getting a better relationship, whatever it is you want to do in life, have in your head where you absolutely need to go. And when you go 5% off, you catch yourself and you go back on course. You have to do that.
I think that is such a brilliant analogy.
Yeah.
And it's that whole thing of being self-aware. Because a lot of people will go off course and they keep going off course.
Yeah.
And it might be literally, no exaggeration, a few years until they recenter themselves. That's such a key concept and analogy that you said.
It's the only analogy you guys need to know. I can promise you. It's like you want to have I want to have a six-pack, right? You know, I never had one. I really want one. And it's like, I kind of go off and I was like, oh, I had a big boozy night. I've had loads of greasy food or whatever. And it's like, okay. So I could either say, oh, well, I'm just a fat pig now, so that's my life. Or I go, no, that was a slip up. That was bad.
And you get
back on path now. It's Monday morning. Let's get back into it, you know? You've got to be, and I'll tell you something else as well. I would, like any of my success, which you don't ever consider it success wherever you are, but other people will consider like 70,000 subscribers as successful, but I don't particularly feel that, which is another thing which you'll often find. The further ahead you get, it all seems
it's like
normal.
always going to the next thing, aren't you?
Exactly. But the thing I was going to say, oh wait, I've lost my trail of thought. How did I start that?
I don't know.
This is it. My success, massive part of it comes down to time management. This is a huge thing as well. I have to tell you guys, you have to be good at structuring your time, because life will always get in the way. Relationships, bills, cleaning, I've already said relationships, right? Kids, this stuff will get in the way of the things you really want. And I'm not saying, obviously, everybody wants kids, everybody wants a nice relationship, but all this kind of stuff will get in the way of your goals. It will just happen. And you have to have a way to go, I'm putting this time aside. I'm going to, you know, my so-and-so are having the kids, or my husband, or whatever it is, or, you know, the cleaning, that's going to get done in this time. And structure your time so you know you've structured your time for success. You've got the time in place to do all this stuff.
And be so disciplined with yourself as well, because so many of us will go and watch TV or Netflix or whatever it is for hours and hours. And again, you've got to be strict with yourself. You're only fooling and lying to yourself if you don't do these things.
Exactly.
And then you can't moan about it. Because if you are watching 10 million, I'm not saying don't go and enjoy yourself, but it's different for everyone.
But the thing
if you want to grow on YouTube, if you want to build a business, it's what Phil said, it's like time management, isn't it? Before there's so much value in this, and I'm really glad it's taken this other stance, because I got you in by clicking in and saying how to make $1,000 a day on YouTube. But this is what it comes down to, guys. So if you talk to any successful YouTuber, businessman, woman, whatever it is, they are going to go and say all this other stuff, and you're going to be like, what? I just want the tips, but this is the tips. This is what it's about. This is what differentiates Phil to other people, is that you keep going. And we've covered all of it.
We kind of have. Honestly, like, you know, I could give you a ton of little tips, like, you know, have the subscribe button come up at the end of your video and say, hey guys, hit that button there, and all these little things. But I can promise you now, you'll find all these little answers as long as you know where you're going and you keep going towards that thing. There's 1,000 YouTube videos out there that'll tell you the little secret tips and tricks, and they all kind of work. But the main thing that nobody wants to hear that is true is you have to be consistent, you have to put time aside and effort aside to actually do it, and you have to constantly catch yourself when you're going off course. And this doesn't just apply to YouTube, this applies to your entire life. So it's, and I'll tell you something else, you'll often find successful people in life, they don't just have their business in place, they've got great relationships, they've got relationships with their kids, they've got good money, they've got, you know, the figures that they want. You have to master life, guys. You can't just go gun-ho after a career.
And I want to jump in here, because what you just said, again, is so key for people to understand, is that everyone's looking at other people. So again, people might look at this and be like, oh wow, he's got 70,000 subscribers, he's got a full-time business. Now again, I'm not saying this is you, but you could have other areas in your life where things aren't going great. So again, we're always focusing on those numbers, but what about people's happiness levels
That's the only thing that matters.
You can have a successful, bringing it back to YouTube, you can have a successful YouTube channel with 1,000 subscribers. They can be highly engaged. You could be selling a program that's $1,000 and you only need 5 customers. Like, there's so many different ways to do this. There is not one blueprint to be successful on YouTube, is there?
No, sorry, I went off on a complete tangent because
I was like, bring it. No, but all of this has been amazing, because I really want you to take everything, as Phil said, and implement it into your life and your YouTube channel, because, and this has been the running theme, so many things in this video, even though we have talked about life, they can be implemented into YouTube and vice versa. There isn't, a secret sauce for a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, and guys, I know I went off on a complete tangent because this was all about like how to grow a business on YouTube.
But that's important to grow.
I hope what I'm saying has really resonated with you on a slightly deeper level, because all we're talking about is how happy you are, and everybody wants to be a bit happier, and it's those kind of things you've got to look into to just increase that happiness and just, you know, and one final thing, which again, I'm a massive fan of Tony Robbins, and he says all of this stuff. If you guys are ever feeling a bit overwhelmed by all this and you feel like it's too much, what Tony Robbins always says is so true. Turn your expectations into appreciation. Stop for a moment. If you're ever feeling down, you're feeling a bit bummed out about stuff, think, what can I actually be happy about right now? And focus on that. Like, you got to stay positive. You got to stay happy. And guys, if you want your YouTube channel to go off, you've got to be an engaging person that people warm towards. You can't sit there and go, oh God.
Like imagine if Phil was like, oh, I'm here to teach you DJ skills. If you want to learn, like I've seen your videos. You're enthusiastic. You want to teach people. You want to serve people. And if you give people that vibe, you will attract the right tribe. And that's the magic, isn't it?
Cool.
Oh my God, this has been great. Thank you so much. We will link your YouTube channel below if you want to go and have a little snoop around now. Or maybe you actually genuinely want to learn DJing. Maybe. No joke, at some point I want to produce music.
Oh, well, there we go.
You know, might be some business collaboration here. But thank you so much for watching. And in true YouTube style now on how to grow your business, if you want to get some free training on how to grow your YouTube channel, click the link that should be popping up right now. I will leave it below, and we're just going to delve deep into how to grow your channel the right way, how to get started, and how to do what Phil is doing right here on YouTube. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye,
guys.